Hey beautiful, let's be real for a second. Do you remember that exact moment when you finally looked in the mirror and said, okay, it's time? It is the most terrifying, exhilarating, completely earth-shattering realization you can have. But then, almost immediately, the panic sets in, right? You pull up Google, you look at all these gorgeous, fully transitioned girls on Instagram or TikTok, and you think, how on earth do I get from here to there? Where is the manual? Well, honey, consider this your manual. Welcome back to My Life, My Rules, your safe space on the internet where we talk about the real, unfiltered queer experience. If you're new here, hi, grab a seat, get comfortable. Today, we are getting into something so highly requested. We are talking about the ultimate MTF transformation secrets for beginners. The stuff they don't always tell you about in those perfectly polished timeline videos. Listen, starting your male-to-female transition can feel like standing at the bottom of Mount Everest in flip-flops. It's overwhelming. You're navigating hormones, maybe, or legal changes coming out to family. But honestly, sometimes the most stressful part is just figuring out how to present the way you feel inside on a daily basis. So take a deep breath, drop your shoulders, relax your jaw. You're doing amazing already just by being here and being true to yourself. I want to share some of the most game-changing secrets that will help you find your footing during this beautiful, messy, incredible journey. Let's start with the face because that's usually where our dysphoria hits the hardest, doesn't it? When you're first starting out, makeup can feel less like a fun form of expression and more like a high-stakes disguise. And the biggest hurdle for so many trans feminine folks is beard shadow. You can put on all the full coverage foundation in the world, and sometimes that little bluish-gray undertone still peeks through by 2 in the afternoon. Here is the absolute holy grail secret: color correction. You need a peach or orange color corrector, depending on your skin tone. Peach if you're fair, a deeper orange or brick red if you have beautiful melanin-rich skin. You just dab a tiny amount directly onto the shadow area, blend it out so you look a little bit like a glowing pumpkin, and then set it with a tiny bit of translucent powder before you put on your foundation. The orange literally cancels out the blue tones of the hair follicle underneath the skin. It is actual magic. The first time you do this and look in the mirror, you might actually cry. It just smooths everything out and gives you this incredibly flawless, feminine base to work with. And while we're talking about the face, do not underestimate the power of your eyebrows. Seriously, eyebrows carry so much gender weight. It's wild. A thicker, straighter brow tends to read more masculine, while a thinner, arched brow immediately softens the face and reads more feminine. If you're nervous about messing them up, which, let's be honest, we've all had that horrible moment of overplucking, go see a professional threader or waxer. Just tell them you want a soft, feminine arch. It usually costs like $15, and it will completely change your face architecture before you even touch a drop of makeup. Okay, let's move on to wardrobe. The instinct, especially when you are early in your transition and maybe not feeling super confident in your body yet, is to hide. We buy these giant, oversized hoodies and baggy jeans because we think it hides the things we don't like about our frames. But honestly, baggy clothes can actually make you look boxier and more masculine. The secret here is all about creating illusions through silhouette. You want to trick the eye. High-waisted everything is your new best friend. High-waisted jeans, high-waisted skirts, high-waisted shorts. When you pull your waistline up to your natural waist, which is the narrowest part of your torso, usually right above your belly button, it instantly creates the illusion of hips. Pair a high-waisted A-line skirt with a slightly fitted top, and suddenly, bam, you have an hourglass figure. V-neck tops and scoop necks are also incredible because they draw the eye vertically and soften broad shoulders. Stay away from boat necks or wide horizontal stripes if you're feeling self-conscious about your shoulder width. Fashion is literally just wearable geometry, honey. You get to decide where the eye goes. Now let's talk about hair. Hair is such a safety blanket for trans women. If you are growing out your natural hair, patience is the name of the game. That awkward in-between phase where it's a mullet and a bowl cut at the same time, we all go through it. It's a total rite of passage. But while it's growing, styling is everything. Ask a trans-friendly stylist to give you some face-framing layers or curtain bangs. Bangs are incredibly feminizing because they soften the forehead and draw attention right to your beautiful eyes. But hey, if growing it out isn't an option right now, or if you're dealing with hair loss, listen to me. Wigs are spectacular. Do not be ashamed of wearing a wig. Cisgender women wear wigs, weaves, and extensions every single day. The secret to making a wig look natural is investing in a lace front. A lace front wig gives you a natural-looking hairline, so it doesn't look like a helmet sitting on your head. Pluck the part slightly so it looks like a real scalp. Use a little bit of your face powder right on the lace to match your skin tone, and you are ready to go. You can have a whole new identity by Tuesday if you want to. And since we are talking about how we present ourselves, let's talk about a secret that costs absolutely $0 and requires no makeup, no surgery, and no new clothes. Your posture and your movement. When we are socialized as male, we are taught to take up as much space as possible. We walk with our shoulders broad, our arms swinging out from our sides, and we step with our feet far apart. It's this very blocky, heavy way of moving. When you start your transition, shifting how you hold your body can make a massive difference in how you are perceived, and more importantly, how you feel inside. Think about drawing your elbows inward, closer to your waist. When you walk, try placing one foot directly in front of the other, almost like you are walking on a tightrope or a straight line on the floor. It naturally creates a slight sway in your hips without you even having to force it. Roll your shoulders back and down and keep your chin up. A lot of trans girls tend to slouch because we are unconsciously trying to hide our chests or make ourselves look smaller. Don't shrink yourself. Stand tall. A graceful, grounded posture instantly communicates femininity and quiet confidence. Here is another secret that is a little harder to tackle, but so incredibly important. Voice training. This is a big one, right? You look amazing, your outfit is giving, your makeup is flawless, and then you speak, and that deep resonance completely shatters your confidence. Voice training is intimidating, but the secret is understanding that your voice is just a muscle. It's not just about pitching your voice super high into a squeaky falsetto. That actually sounds less natural. The real secret is resonance. Masculine voices resonate low in the chest. If you put your hand on your chest right now and speak in a low voice, you'll feel it rumbling. Feminine voices resonate higher up, in the face and the head. Practice speaking and trying to push the vibration out of your chest and up into your nose and lips. A great beginner exercise is to swallow and hold your larynx up at the top of that swallow, then try to gently hum or speak. Takes time, and you will absolutely feel silly doing vocal exercises in your car or your shower, but consistency is key. Just practice for 5 minutes a day. Don't strain yourself. Over time, that higher resonance will just become your new default resting place. But you know what the absolute biggest, most important secret of all is? The one thing you have to take away from this video? You need to give yourself grace. Transitioning is literally going through puberty a second time. Think about how awkward and weird first puberty was. It takes time for hormones to shift your fat distribution. It takes time to learn how to do eyeliner without poking yourself in the eye. It takes time to figure out your personal style. You are going to look back at pictures from your first 6 months and probably cringe a little bit, and that is completely normal and okay. Every single beautiful trans woman you admire online went through an awkward phase where her foundation didn't match her neck and she walked like a baby giraffe in heels. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. Your transition is your own. It doesn't have to look like anyone else's. You don't have to be hyper-femme if you don't want to. You don't have to wear dresses. Being a woman isn't about conforming to a rigid set of stereotypes. It's about being authentically, beautifully you. The real transformation happens on the inside first. It's that moment you finally let go of the shame and step into your light. When you love the person looking back at you in the mirror, that confidence radiates outward. And I promise you, confidence is the most feminizing, beautiful thing you can wear. So take your time. Play with makeup. Try on clothes that make you feel joyful. Cry when you need to, laugh at the mistakes, and celebrate every single tiny milestone. We are so incredibly proud of you here. The world is a better, brighter place because you decided to be your true self in it. If you found these secrets helpful, or if you have some of your own secrets you've discovered on your journey, please drop them in the comments down below. Let's make the comment section a huge resource of love and advice for the girls who are just starting out. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and join the My Life, My Rules family. We talk about all of this and so much more, and we'd love to have you. While you're here, stick around and check out the video on the screen right now for even more tips on navigating your truth. Remember, it's your life, your rules. I love you so much. Stay beautiful, stay strong, and I will see you in the next one.